Hey everybody, I'm John, aka the Game Noob, and not too terribly long ago was Christmas, and in joyous anticipation, I did what everyone does. I wrote a Christmas list to Santa with basic things like one of those cool lightsabers that light up and make noise, and that cool new Nerf gun that can shoot at 68 miles an hour, and a retro game console like Super Nintendo or a Sega Genesis. But Santa didn't get me any of those because he's a jolly red bastard. Oh, by the way, apparently my family doesn't like it when I cuss, so I'm gonna do my best to censor myself from now on. Anyway, a couple of weeks ago, I was looking around my local electronics store and stumbled upon this thing, a Hyperkin Retron 5. And if I can read it correctly, it says that it can play Nintendo, Famicom, Super Nintendo, Genesis, and Game Boy games. And since it was on sale for less than it would cost to buy one of those original consoles in fully functional condition, I decided to buy it to fill the gaping hole in my heart caused by one certain Cherry Mary Fun. So, here's a video about that. The Retron 5. If you can read the title of the video, then you should already know that. Well, here's a video of me unboxing it for the first time. You see the console itself, which is actually pretty lightweight, and it has slots for all the different kind of games it can play, as well as slots for the different controllers you can plug in, just in case you don't want to use this weird looking controller that comes with it. Also, it comes with a USB cable to charge the controller, and it also comes with adapters for all those people who live in countries with weird power outlets. It also has a manual, which I never read, and ooh, stickers! But, as with all game consoles, it's kind of useless if you don't have games to play on it, so I went to my local secondhand game store and looked for some games, with the one limitation that the games can't be sports titles. And the ones that I found were Sesame Street ABCs for the NES, Clue for the SNES, and for the Genesis, I found Caesar's Palace. I don't consider poker a sport, you can disagree with me down in the comments, and this game, James Pond, Underwater Agent. I'm speechless. I expect nothing short of excellence from this game. Also, to test the Game Boy slot from my personal collection, Pokemon Yellow, my favorite game ever, deal with it, and also, whatever this is. If memory serves, it's either Star Wars Episode 2, Scooby Doo, or Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3, the Game Boy Advance games that I accidentally left in my pocket and got machine washed on high. I decided to start this test in familiar territory and figure out what this is. When you power on the console, it goes to a screen that looks like this, and when you put a game in it, it reads the cartridge and determines what it is. Turns out this game was Scooby Doo. Let's get started. This game was based on the Scooby Doo movie released in 2002 that honestly I liked. Yes, I know it wasn't a good movie, but it was an hilarious bad movie, and now that I'm an adult, I understand jokes like these.
I'm Mary Jane.
Like, that is my favorite name.
Really?
Yeah.
Also, Matthew Lillard was an awesome Shaggy, and I'm glad he still voices him. So you start the game and play as, oh my god, what is that? You play as Scooby, I guess, and you see a ghost, determine that it's no big deal, and go see Edmund Blackadder here, then watch as everybody decides to split up and investigate by themselves, because that is totally how it happened in the movie. And you're not fooling me, Mr. Bean, I've seen the movie, I know you're the bad guy. By the way, is it me, or does Fred look like Homer Simpson? You learn that somebody stole the keys, and then meet Mary Jane, just like in the movie, sort of, and realize that they were thrown into the pool. But I guess no one knows how to swim, so you have to find a way to drain the pool, and also, by the pool, you find Velma, but oh, hey, she lost her glasses, which, in case you haven't seen the show, makes her just about as useful as a
poopy-flavored lollipop.
And after finding her glasses, she joins your party, and you learn that with Velma, you can now solve puzzles and do this. Hence begins the mini-games that litter the game like real litter in New York on Earth Day. No, seriously, Earth Day celebrations can cause tons of litter that sanitation workers struggle every year to clean. You hippies should be ashamed of yourselves. Back to the minigames though, which consist of this chest game where you have to align the color of the center dot to collect a prize, this annoying game where all the lights go out and you have to flick on all the switches without running into a wall, only stopping when you hit a switch or a Scooby snack, or a wall, but I don't have footage of that because I'm wicked smart. And then this pipe game that I'm told looks like something in Bioshock, but I don't know. I haven't played that game yet. But after winning the plumbing minigame, you finally get the keys from Mary Jane and give them to the concierge and unlock more places in the hotel. And that's when you realize the rather disturbing fact that no matter what you do, there is no way out of this building. There isn't a front door, a back door, fire exits. There aren't even any windows. Which brings up the real mystery. How did we get here in the first place? Honestly though, that revelation made me feel really claustrophobic when I first played this as a kid. But after you collect all 3 clues in this dude's camera, which, believe me, is super important to the game's plot. Obvious sarcasm is obvious. You can finally... Damn it. Alright, so you can finally... Oh my god, stop it. Okay, so now you can finally catch the mother 3. You can catch the ghost. But instead of an epic fight, you just politely ask him to come with you, I guess, to Johnny English, where I guess he takes off his own disguise to realize that in Mother Russia, ghosts catch themselves. That was a horrible Russian accent. Yeah, but yeah, it was this guy, the only person in the entire hotel with a motive. And thus concludes the first chapter of this game that really has nothing to do with the movie, but I ran out of references. This guy, played by Rowan Atkinson. Zazu. He voices Zazu in The Lion King. It's not a great game, but it also isn't the worst licensed game I've ever played. But I don't know, it could just be the nostalgia from my childhood when I just didn't know any better. Next, to test the Retron 5 was another mystery game, Clue, for the Super Nintendo. Alright, let's see, amateur, because I don't remember how to play, and 3 players. This game isn't strictly multiplayer, right? Oh, okay, good. I'll be Professor Plum and I'll make these other 2 computer players since I'm lonely. Alright, if I remember correctly, those mean that it can't be them. Alright, let's get started. However, I can't come up with any interesting commentary for a single-player board game, so I'll just skip to the end where I won by determining that it was Colonel Mustard with the knife in the ballroom. But, since I wanted to say more about this game, I tried to see if I could get the game to play by itself, so I set it to the highest difficulty and with 6 players and made them all computers so they could duke it out with itself. Unfortunately, I realized that I had to constantly press A to get it to continue, but in the end, Mr. Green won. It was Plum who did it with the rope in the library. Honestly, this game was kind of fun, especially if you enjoyed the board game Clue and have no one to play with. However, it would be a million times better if it had Tim Curry. No, this Tim Curry. You know what? It has a murder in a mansion. That's close enough. Next to test the Sega Genesis slot was Caesar's Palace. Let's see, my name, Giggles. Good enough. Okay, so I guess this is the casino. Ooh, escalators. Let's play this game even though I have no clue what it is. Oh, it's whatever this game is.
A few moments later.
You know what? Never mind. I hate this game. Let's play something else. Wait, I can't get out of the game. I'm literally pressing every button on the controller, but it isn't doing anything. No, you know what? This game. I hate poker anyways. Moving on to this game. Pond. James Bond. I must say, I really hope this doesn't disappoint. And apparently it won't. Level 1. License to Bubble. Get it? Like, license to kill? Alright, so apparently the goal of this first level is to pick up the keys and free the lobsters. But how? Only 2 of the 6 buttons on a Genesis controller do anything, and they do the exact same thing. Oh, wait, you press one of those buttons and down to pick things up. Okay. Alright, next level. Get it? Like From Russia with Love? Okay. I have no clue what to do. You get these guys to follow you, but I don't know where to. But in the first level, if you go into this pipe instead, you can go straight to level 3. Get it? Like View to Kill? Apparently in this level, you pick up the bombs and put them here for some reason. Oh, to blow it up. Okay. Level 4. Get it? Like man with the help get gold to the boat. So apparently in this game, James Pond goes from helping other sea creatures to domestic terrorism to helping pirates plunder shipwrecks. A logical course of action to me. I must say I was a tad disappointed by this game. Now, let's test the NES slot. Sesame Street ABCs. It turns out there are actually 2 games in this. Firstly, the letter go round. Oh, I get it. So you let this thing spin until the correct letter is at the bottom. Hit A, it hits the bell game thing. What is that actually called? I seriously have no clue. According to Wikipedia, it's called the High Striker or the Strongman game. The more you know. Yeah, but get 3 right, it rings the bell, and either the Cookie Monster and Bert, the Cookie Monster and Ernie, or just Big Bird comes out and dances. Get it wrong and it just does this. Moving on. The other little game is this thing, where you use the boxes to connect the rubber duck to Ernie. It's pretty boring. In fact, the whole thing is pretty boring. But at least the main menu has a sing-along version of the Sesame Street theme song. I would put a video of me singing along to it, but I'm afraid it would give me a copyright strike, so you don't get to hear my luxurious voice. Singing. And also, my 3-year-old nephew seems to like the game, so I guess that's something. Alright, this last game isn't going to have a little review to it, because if you didn't know that Pokemon Yellow is a great game, then you're more of a noob than I am, and I would gladly give you a show on my channel. However, I'm going to play it to celebrate Pokemon's 20th anniversary and its release on the 3DS store, and also because I want to play it on my TV. Especially since this was the first game I ever bought thanks to the disappearance of a certain cereal captain. No, seriously. They had another Where's the Captain sweepstakes and I won $100 in it, which I used to buy an atomic purple Game Boy in this game. And it remains to be my favorite game ever. And not to brag, but I am a Pokemon master. Yep, a Pokemon master. Just trust me. Whoa, a Nidoking. I caught it. Now just to level it up to use against Brock. There we go. I told you I was a Pokemon master. However, this video wasn't made to do little reviews of 6 games, but to test out, as the title mentions, the Hyperkin Retron 5. And apparently it works. Every now and then it couldn't read a cartridge, but if I did the old blow into the cartridge trick, it fixed it right up. And since it upconverts the games to 720p for its HDMI output, its video and audio was surprisingly great quality. However, the controller that it comes with can be annoying, but it is possible to get used to it. And before I suggest everyone go out and buy one, I have read online that there is a common problem where the pins can come loose so that the slots can be completely unusable. I've yet to encounter this problem, but mine is currently only a few weeks old, so who knows. But right now, it was definitely worth the money to me. Thanks everyone who watches this video for watching this video. I'm sorry it was as long as it was, but I wanted to review both the console and the games I tested on it. If you liked it, then give the video a like, and feel free to comment. And also check out some of my other videos, like the 3 on the screen. One is a review I did on Pac-Man World for the original PlayStation. Another is a Let's Review, where I give my first impressions of a movie while playing a game related to it, in this case Deadpool, while playing Deadpool. And the last one is the last Let's Play I did on FNAF World. And if you like what I do, then feel free to subscribe. See you later. Bye.